Pastor Lance Swearingen here from Conifer Community Church, and Bill Taves, who is our Director of Missions, wanted to just give you a quick video and invite for a report back from Bill's recent trip to Honduras. As Conifer Community Church, we support a mission called Transform Honduras, and the organizing missionaries there are Jeff and Julie Hines. And from them, Ben and Kalita Johnson are the missionaries that we particularly support financially through Conifer Community Church. And so Bill and his team were headed down to Honduras just a few weeks ago and provided some support with them, worked alongside them. And I want to give you a little bit about that trip, and then also invite you to an evening where we will give a full debrief of their trip and all of the success that they had. So Bill, if you would, just give us an introduction to the team, maybe a little bit of their expertise and how that worked for you.
Okay. First of all, there was 5 of us that went on the trip. We had Dick Steele, who is a engineer, who has done some bridge engineering of all things. So he was helpful. John Schrader, who's been in the construction industry for 40 plus years. So we used some of his ingenuity on some of the details. Don Morrison is retired at this point and has been active with the church's wood ministry and other ministries outside the church here, and has been doing some property management. So he was very helpful with some things that we needed to get into. And then a friend of mine from South Carolina, Ben Cross, who is a nuclear engineer. And so together, with a little bit of experience that I've had over the last 40 years in construction as well, we came beside these folks up there and helped them to construct this bridge, and to watch the communities work together with us beside them was just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And so with that, the objective of the trip that you had was to construct a bridge, or to work alongside the folks there to help them construct a bridge. Tell us a little bit about that.
So they have a bridge now, which is basically a fallen log that with a little bit of handrails on it, and it gets really slippery in the rainy season, it rains a lot, trust me. And so this bridge that we were able to build for them gave them a safe passageway from the lower communities up to El Chile, which does not have a school presently. It doesn't have a church presently. So this is an access point for the local people, the children coming back down the mountain to school, and then back up to the community to offer them support in many different ways. So this is literally a physical bridge, but it's a bridge between people, which is really important.
Yeah, very good. So the bridge was accomplished. We'll give you more information on that on September 5th whenever we do the full debrief. And building the bridge is kind of a metaphor of some of the things that you were doing. Some of the success, as you've talked about, is just in the planting of seeds and watching how God would grow those particular seeds. Building a bridge that we're going to watch and see how God builds the relationships and bridges the relationships between us and the people of Honduras. So just talk very, very briefly about kind of the measure of success and what you saw while you were there.
You want good fertile soil for seeds, and we feel like these people are ripe for the gospel. They're ripe for new relationships. And as we were having kind of a dedication time on Sunday, the community leader came to Jeff and he says, there's several things that we need to do, but one of the most things we need to know more about God. And that seed is already sprouting. It's already starting to grow. And it was such a blessing to hear that the work that was done, and they worked for several days before we got there. We just came beside them to get the final product. But to see that seed start to sprout already was just a real uplifting time for sure.
Yeah, that's exciting. It's great to be able to see success physically of the bridge being built, but even more so the bridge of the gospel being built into the community, and the hunger for the Honduran people to know God and for us to be able to play a little bit of a part in that. So what we want to do is we want to invite you guys to a dinner on September the 5th, 6 p.m. here at Conifer Community Church. Dinner will be provided, and we'd like to have RSVPs where we can, but we would love to encourage as many people as we can with the church and that have interest in Honduras and the missions program at Conifer Community Church to join us on that evening. So dinner provided, 6 p.m., and then the program to give you the full report of what took place and all the success that we see around that so far will be happening beginning at 6:30 that night. September the 5th, 6 p.m. here at Conifer Community Church. We hope to see you there.